Okay, so I've been getting some advice on the forums here about what's the best way to sand and buff the gel coat to get the best results so that there's no scratches left over. A lot of people say that you only need to go up to 2000 grit, and then from there you can just move on to buffing it with some strong cutting compound and orbital buffer. And then some people say that it's better to do it by hand, and some people say that you get a finer, I guess, sanding. Your sanding is finer if you do it with a machine. So we're gonna test out a couple different things here. Right here I have, I'm gonna be doing this one by hand. So hand sanding this one, just straight up and down. We're gonna do machine sanding on this guy. And then this has already been done with a 3000 grit machine sanding. And then we'll compare all of them. This whole board was already done with a 3000 grit, so I'm technically going to be adding more scratches back by sanding with these 2000 grits. So let's give it a shot and see how the results turn out. So we'll do the hand sanding first. There's always water here. $2,000 right here, grit, and this has a foam pad right here. It's about, I don't know, 1 centimeter, and then a smaller foam pad, about 1 millimeter. Sanded by hand right here at 2000. This is sanded by machine right here. Go. Boom, boom. Hand, machine. We're gonna use Ardex 600, and we're gonna run a rotary Makita with a wool pad. Okay, I'm setting it to 1 speed setting, which is 600. We're just doing this small section. Move it around, but this should give it a pretty good spread around. Spread it down a little. Everywhere. Get the parts. Okay, let's get the buffing. Turn it up a little higher, 800 RPM. Thousand RPMs. Okay, so here is the results of the buffing. This is the hand sanded side. This is the machine sanded side. Honestly, I'm not seeing much of a difference here. These swirls here are all from the buffing. Turn to 400 with the flux again. We'll just start from 1, then slowly work our way up. Around. I'm using a Lake Country Force orange pad, 5.5 inches. I believe this is way too much, I think, but whatever. I'm sure that. the 2000 with machine. And zoom in. Still see it a little bit. Not crazy, but it's still there. The one from the machine, it seems like there's more left from the buffer than from the machine, but you could still see in some sections the straight up and down marks from the 2000 that's left. Like right there, you see there straight up and down marks left by the 2000. All right, so I went back and added an extra step which seemed to have taken care of a lot of the problem. I went back and I used Ardex 600 with a gray Lake Force Country pad on the flex, which is a rough pad that would follow immediately after the wool buffer. This section right here, this bottom section through here like this with that additional step. I'll show you the difference here. So as you can see, it provides almost no swirls here. Still you could see them, but definitely not as much. And then as we go up, you can see them way more over here. So we're going to compare that to that. Dramatically less.